What up, y'all? As y'all coming into this video, y'all smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you ain't already subscribed. Now, with this video, man, I want to talk about this. In the midst of everybody's opinions on this fight, breakdowns, you can go around the net and you can just see a bunch of good breakdowns, some bullshit, some good on either side, on whoever they think gonna win or whatever, right? But I think people have to realize this when you thinking about what's gonna happen during this fight and how Bud will react to Errol or how Errol will react to Bud. I think people should notice this. Terence Crawford fighting Errol Spence would be like his first time fighting from round one to whenever his eye pop out, which is whenever it finished. You know what I'm saying? So from round one to the eye, to the orbital gone. Gotta remember this the first time. Because usually, right, everybody talk about this when they breaking down this fight. They always say, man, yes, Terence Crawford takes a few rounds to download information. Oh man, he got to download information, man. He got to get warmed up. Once he get in his rhythm, that's when he get good or whatever. But with Errol Spence starting off, you know what I'm saying, at a good pace and just speeding it up as the fight going on, it makes Terence Crawford have to fight from the get-go or just take a bunch of damage. You know what I'm saying? As he taking damage, right? Is he still in the same condition as he in from round 2 or 3 to round 6 or 7? No. The punishment occurs over every round that he's taking from Errol Spence, and he might not be in the best condition as he wanted to be in for when he get warmed up or whatever. If you understand what I'm trying to say, like, okay, fight start off round 1 and 2. Errol Spence landing body shot after body shot, jab after jab. You already gonna start seeing the eye swelling up. The eye gonna swell up out the gate. Don't even worry about that. When Bud fought Kell Brook, it only took 2 rounds for that eye to swell up, and Kell Brook don't hit as hard as Errol Spence, and his jab ain't as hard as Errol Spence. None of that shit. So he's accumulating damage round by round. Boom. 7 round come. Usually Bud gets started around 4th round, maybe, 4th or 5th round, he started really cooking. But the thing is, right, me personally, after watching Terence Crawford every fight, I'm not sure. People always say, man, he got good stamina, but I don't know if he got good stamina because he's never been pushed to a pace to where he has to exert a lot of energy in the beginning of the fight. A lot of people like to fight his fight from the beginning of the fight, letting him download information. Errol Spence is jamming the hard drive in your motherfucking computer. Pause. But he jamming the hard drive in the computer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, you trying to download the shit, but he fucking up your USB hard drive and shit. So, Terence Crawford doesn't have time to download information for this fight. This is one of the reasons I believe he gets stopped. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, like I was saying, I don't know if Terence Crawford has the stamina in the later rounds as Errol Spence don't have, because they say Terence Crawford gets started 4th and 5th round, taking a few rounds to get warmed up, but the second half of the fight is when Errol Spence really, really puts it on you, bro. The damage you occurring in the first half of the fight, it's going to be bad, but in the second half of the fight, that's usually when your eye get collected at that time, when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. The second half of the fight is usually when the eyes are gone. You know what I'm saying? So, Bud is, and he in some hell of a shit, man. He is some hell of a shit We gotta, add this in your breakdown. When everybody got their breakdowns, add this in there. Errol Spence start off fast. Bud start off slow. Bud has never had to fight from round 1 to the finish. He always, everybody sizing each other up and shit like that. And, trying to understand the other fighter. They playing Bud game, letting them get warmed up, cooked up. But it's going to be different with this fight with Errol Spence. He's not going to be allowed to do such a thing. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully that's within Bud and them game plan. I know Bomac sucks at game plans, right? But hopefully they add that shit in their game plan. I heard a breakdown from Roy Jones recently, right? It seemed like he had like a change of heart, change of mind or whatever. And he was like, if Bud don't knock out Earl early and he let Earl get into the later rounds, then he could be in a lot of trouble. So you say that, right? Because a lot of people say that too. Bud got knocked out Earl, or he gonna knock out Earl. So what you telling me basically is, if Bud don't knock out Earl within 4 or 5 rounds, then he going to sleep. He getting beat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you gotta say something else, because that shit ain't working. That's easily dissectable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just saying, oh, okay, if Bud gotta knock him out early. If he don't, then he automatically lost then. I feel like Errol Spence can beat Terence Crawford on the outside or the inside. You know what I'm saying? He can beat him with the jab, keep him out from never getting in. You know what I'm saying? At all. Bud don't really throw straight shots. So that jab gonna get there first. Errol Spence jabbing him. And Errol Spence ain't never throwing one jab. He throwing about 2, 3, 4 of them motherfuckers. And they coming back to back, and they hard jabs. Making Bud have to reset. Because Bud is the type of guy that has to get in a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get into a little rhythm and Errol Spence make you got to start all over, try to start your little trap over because you're trying to set a trap for him to come in so you can throw your uppercut and then hook him, or check hook him and then uppercut. Things Bud like to do on the back foot. So with Errol Spence throwing the jab, right, throws his rhythm off. You will see Bud stumbling and shit to the ropes, trying to get his footing back together. By then, left hand coming, right hook coming, doubling up the left and right hooks to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, it get hot in there, bro. Because you're not going to be able to pivot out the way of Errol Spence and then try to lead him this way. No. Errol Spence keeps you right there in front of him. All you do, soon you get against the ropes, because Bud best work comes off the back foot, so you can expect him being on the back foot a lot. So as he on the back foot, he pivoting off the ropes to the left, trying to, lead Earl this way. Errol Spence don't do nothing but take a step to the right, keep you in the center, then jab you again, back you to the rope, pin you right there. He on your ass, bro. So you gotta, I'm telling you, bro, it get rough in that motherfucker. It get rough in there, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? This the first time Bud has ever fought. Gonna have to fight from round 1 to the end. So I'm looking at how that gas tank look. I gotta watch how he reacts to the damage he gonna be taking, because he ain't never been hit like Earl finna hit him either. That's another thing. You gotta remember, man. To me, I think Danny hit harder than Bud. It's just my personal opinion. But name me a fighter that Bud has fought that punched like Errol Spence. Because I can name you somebody who I feel like can punch harder than Bud. Danny. I think Danny hit harder than Bud for sure. So, name me one guy that punched like Earl that Bud has fought, to let you know he's going to be able to take certain shots well, take that shit to the chin easy. Because Green Beans ain't punching like Earl, and he dropped. But Jose Benavidez couldn't even step into his punches because his back foot got hit with the chopstick. So he was, a little bow-legged in that motherfucker. So he couldn't really add that extra in that punch. You know what I'm saying? So name me somebody. Who else? Merkai. We all know he ain't punching like nothing. He ain't hitting on nothing. Shine. Everybody know he ain't, you know what I'm saying, hitting like Earl. So who else? Because we ain't going to say no 140 pounder, 135 pounder punching like Errol Spence. So he never been hit like that. He never had to been motherfucking fight from round one to the finish. You know what I'm saying? And he never fought nobody with a jab like Earl either. And I watched lesser jabs controlled. You know what I'm saying? But so it is what it is, man. I just wanted to talk about that or whatever. I went on rambling and shit, but I just want to talk about that, man. Bud ass ain't never had to fight from round one to the finish. Y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. You ain't subscribed already. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.